Hey guys, Isaac here from Full Send MTV, and today we're going to be taking a look at the best bike lights for under $60. I'll be breaking this video into sections: battery, brightness, and overall appeal. We will be looking at 5 bike lights ranging from $10 up to $60. This first light is the Cateye Omni 3 and is for sale for $10. This light is the Planet Bike Blinky 3 for $10 as well. This is the Specialized Flashback for $20. This is the Bontrager Flare RT for $40. And the last one is the Bontrager Flare RT for $60. I'll put a link in the description for all of these lights. Battery. The Cateye Omni 3 has an incredible battery time of 200 hours flashing and 100 constant. Though it is the cheapest on the list, it surprisingly has the longest battery life by over 50 hours and requires only 2 AAA batteries. The only downside is that the battery cover is pretty tricky to get open. The next cheapest is the Planet Bike Blinky 3, which again has the second longest running time of 140 hours blinking and 170 constant. It again requires 2 AAA batteries, and again, its only downside is that the battery cover is really tricky to get off. You may even need to use car keys if you have weak fingers like I do. The next bike is the Specialized Flashback. I've used this light more than any of the others, and I really like it. This light takes a huge drop in battery life with only 4 hours of full power blink and 2 hours of steady, though there is an eco mode that over triples it, though it reduces the brightness by 3/4. The upside to this bike light is that it is the first rechargeable one and uses a USB. The next 2 lights are very well known and are even built into quite a few bikes because of how good they are. The really nice thing about these Bontrager lights is when they get to 5% remaining, they dim to a brightness that can get you home while still remaining visible. The Bontrager Flare RT has a day flash that lasts 8 hours and a night flash that lasts 16. Its steady is 3 hours in the day mode and 20 in the night mode. It also uses a USB recharge. The Bontrager Flare RT is Bontrager's top-level bike light and has the premium price of $60. It has a battery that lasts 6 hours at its highest blinking and 4.5 hours for its highest steady. Brightness. I'm going to give a couple of stats from their websites, but then I'll show you how they stack up in my own tests. Both the Cateye and the Blinky do not list their lumens, but thankfully the other 3 lights do. The Flashback has a peak of 20 lumens flashing, but as said before, it only lasts 4 hours. The Bontrager Flare RT has a peak of 35 lumens, shining 900 meters, which is really bright, but still nothing compared to the Flare RT, with an astounding brightness of 90 lumens, 90, and can be seen up to 2 kilometers away, or just over 1.2 miles. As far as my night tests go, I don't think there's anything holding these lights back. All 5 of them were able to be easily seen from 3 to 4 houses away, and by that point, a car is at least 30 seconds away. I think they don't need to be any brighter than this, and any of these lights will do. As far as light tests go, we'll see what I had to say about those. Hey guys, Isaac here, and this is my test for daylight, and I can see all of them really well right now, and I'm about 1 house away. Okay, now I'm about 2 houses away, and they're still really bright. I can see them really well. Okay, now we're about 5 houses away, and I don't think the camera can see it when it's fully zoomed out, but I can still see it really well. And at this point, a car would still be about 20-30 seconds at minimum away from you, and you could still be fully visible, and it's raining right now. So, as you can see from that video, the lights are still really bright from really far away. But I think this is the point when there starts to become a difference between the cheaper lights and the more expensive lights. The top of my broomstick, which is what I had all the lights set up on, was quite a bit easier to see because this had the Bontragers and the Specialized, whereas the lower end was a little bit more dim since it had the cheaper lights. So I think if you're going to be doing a lot of daytime riding, this is when the gap is going to begin to increase. Though it's still visible from very far away, so if you're not going to be doing a ton of riding, this isn't really that big of a deal. Okay, so this brings us to the end of our video. So right now I'm going to give you my overall opinion of each light, its strengths and its weaknesses, and what I would recommend for it. So the first light, the Cateye. I think this is a really good light, and I'll compare it to the Planet Bike. I think the Cateye is very good as far as battery goes. It's the top of the list, and it also comes with a really good front headlight set. So if you're looking to get a front and a rear light, they've got a really good affordable set, and I've got quite a few of these sets at my house. Now the Planet Bike and the Cateye are relatively similar as far as lights go, but I think I would probably go with the Cateye personally. It's got longer battery, it's got a really nice set, though they're both really bright. The Cateye has more light settings. I think it's got 3 and this one only has 2, but they're pretty equal, so it's really up to you. On to our next light, the Specialized. I use the Specialized a lot. It's kind of my go-to light right now because it's I can strap it onto my mountain bike really fast, take it off, use it for my ride up to wherever I'm riding. It's a really good light, but the battery time is not very good. It's 4 hours, which is really bad compared to all the others. But if you're looking for a good rechargeable light that doesn't cost very much, this is just about the best you're going to be able to get. It's only 20 bucks, whereas the other lights are a bit more expensive that are rechargeable. So I think this is a really good light, and I would recommend it to anyone who doesn't want to break the bank but still wants a really good light, and they don't want to go through a ton of batteries, so they're wanting to go rechargeable. So on to our big two, the 2 Bontragers. These lights are both really, really good lights. I think unless you're going to be doing an absolute enormous amount of riding, then the difference between these two isn't going to be huge. This one is a lot brighter, but it's like comparing 2 supercars. One might be faster, but they're still both really, really good. So I would recommend both of these lights if you're really into cycling and you've got a little bit more money to spend and you want a really good light. I'd say this is the top end, so if you just want to be able to say you got the best of the best, you can get this one. If you're looking for more value, maybe you could get this one, but they're both really good lights. So whichever one you choose, you made a good decision. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Remember, please like and subscribe. I ruined my eyes making this video, so see ya. Hey guys, here's our day test, and I've got the lights on a broomstick top, Bontrager Flare RT, then is Bontrager City, then Specialized, the blinker, and oh, it just fell.